That was really hard.
The best pitch is when it's over. Yeah.
When you get to go to sleep.
You get to sleep at the end.
We all struggled a bit with this one.
Yeah.
I would say the best pitch that I've ever worked on was for Johnson & Johnson, actually, and the reason I enjoyed that pitch in particular was actually the work. So it was, we used social listening at a time where social listening was only just being born, so it felt very revolutionary to a lot of clients to be getting data, like real data and using that, and we created a really interesting insight. We started using behavioural economics at the time and applied that lens to it as well, which again the client just thought was revolutionary. This was a while ago. And so we came up with an idea that lived beyond communications, and it was a global idea that would change people's lives. And so it made everybody really excited about getting that idea up and running and making it happen. So the whole way through the pitch process, we didn't feel fatigued, we didn't feel tired, because everyone was so excited and so passionate about where this idea had come from and how big it was, that everyone just got right into it and loved it.
I don't have a. So that's a great story. This is probably the one I'm least prepared to answer. But I think the thing that I like best about pitching is it's about bringing together different members of the agency that you don't normally work with, and I think you get so stuck in your rut of this is my client, this is my job, this is the standard approach to do. Immersing yourself in a new business, a new category, to me, that's the learning you take away no matter what, and I think that's the best thing about it.
You're all in it together.
Yeah, and you kind of muck in, and it's that point where, that's where friendships and relationships are built in agencies.
Yeah, I think actually the best part of the pitches I've worked on recently has been seeing members of the agency who I don't work with. And suddenly it's like there's a whole new little pots of gold everywhere where you go, that person's great at that and that person's great at that, and just seeing everybody pitch in, and just that, I think for everybody, not just for junior people, it's everyone's way to see the agency and to see who's great.
Yeah, and it's a great way to shine, actually, going back to one of the previous questions, is to make your mark and really show what you can do. The planner was in Japan, the digital planner was in Melbourne. I was in client workshops all day for the week leading up to it. The creative director had 100 things on, and so the team literally didn't get all together in the same room to the afternoon before the pitch. We had to do everything leading up to it via Skype, via phone calls at weird times of the night because of time differences. So you kind of get to that last minute, everyone just has to pull it all together, everything's up on the wall and you just make it happen. But it can be a brutal way to work because it's that over and above part of your job.
I think the good part of it though is that, like we were saying before, from that level of stress is born some very, very close relationships, because even though you're all tired and working hard, you all seem to just come together to get my stuff done at the end.
It's an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, it's very rewarding when it's over, actually.
Rush,
Once you present it.
Yeah.
My worst pitch story, it was a big client. We were in the middle of this agency. There were 900 people in this agency, and there were so many people coming from the client that we weren't even in a room, couldn't fit in a room, so we were in this space. So we're surrounded by the agency basically, and we decided we wanted to make it, because it was so big, we had a wall of work, and we had everything, like we had 6 different agencies involved in this pitch, and the head of this client who came, none of us were organised. None of us had really rehearsed properly into a sort of tight. And because the opportunity was so big and everyone had something really exciting to say, it was probably the most complex thing that we had ended up creating. And then we were late and things weren't ready because the technology didn't work. So my boss at the time had to, for a reasonably conservative client, had to sit there when there were 20 people lined up. And she did a joke. She just decided to start telling jokes, and the jokes were really inappropriate.
Oh no!
And one was about how you wank a whale. So that was one of the jokes. So we all everyone sat there and politely laughed, and then we went from there. It was actually the high of the meeting through to death by pieces of paper on a wall. So that was probably my worst.
Did you win?
No, we didn't win. No.
It was the whale, wasn't
It
it?
was the way.